What up, War Room World? Welcome to another edition of Inside the War Room, of course brought to you by War Room Sports. I'm one of your hosts, Devin McMillan, and I'm here with my brothers, Jimmy Williams.
The beard is in the building. Shout out to Charles Darwin.
My man, B. Austin.
Hi, everybody out there in TV land.
We're here today to talk about some news that happened late last night. I'm pretty sure you all have heard, if you didn't see it live, Kobe Bryant has gone down to an Achilles tendon tear in his left foot. He's scheduled to get an MRI today, but the Lakers are already sure that he has what may be a complete tear of his Achilles tendon. Jimmy, as a Lakers fan, I don't even want to ask you about the blow this is to the team, but just give me your thoughts on the situation.
Yo, this is sad, because he was playing his heart out, and he seemed to go down every quarter last night's game with like a little injury or something. And at the end of the game, I felt like I was watching a defeated boxer hop off the floor, yo. I mean, he played his heart out. Kobe is amazing. That's all that can be said. This stretch he put over the last couple of weeks when he's trying to get them to win the AFC. I mean, fighting for the AFC, to say that sounds crazy, right? But the way he's playing ball at this level of his career after, 17 seasons in the league is unprecedented. And, I mean, dude is an amazing player. I don't know whether this is the end of his career because people are already saying his career is over. Yeah. I mean, Kobe might go to Africa and get some special juice and be back in 2 weeks. We never know with Kobe. But at the end of the day, man, that sight last night was just sad, yo. I felt like somebody died watching the game, yo. And the thing is, the Lakers won the game, even though Steph Curry was, hitting everything from long, looking like Willie Manchester. But at the end of the day, this whole Kobe thing, yo, it takes away from the fact that the Lakers are in position to still win the AFC because –
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's definitely a sad situation because – one, I'm not a Lakers fan, but, besides being a Sixers fan, you guys know I'm just a basketball fan. So I already think the league is struggling as far as the level of competition. It's top-heavy with a few superstars. But you take another one of those superstars out of the mix, and I can understand why people start to speculate because an injury like an Achilles injury, 17 years into your career when you were having talks of maybe retiring in a year or two anyway, it begs the question of what his motivation would be to do the necessary rehab for an Achilles injury and then come back. But we are talking about Kobe Bryant.
To not go out like that.
Yeah, because he was already talking about it was free on him yesterday. He sounded like the media was already slighting him and nobody has said a word yet. He was already pissed off. Austin, what do you think about it as the sun beams into your face?
I'm shining. I'm shining on this.
Not really.
Well, Kobe we know about his work ethic. We know that he will scour the earth and universe for medical techniques because he's not going to want to go out like that. Shout out to him. Probably the second best player that I've ever seen play.
Next to Magic?
Nah, Magic is the best alternative lifestyle player in the NBA. But MJ, Kobe, and LeBron, man, those are the three best that I've seen. So if this is the end, shout out to him. But I can't see him letting this stop. He's going to want to go out on his own.
Right. I see that.
I blame Dwight. I blame Dwight though.
I blame Mike Brown. Go ahead, Dad.
I doubt that it's the end, so people probably can kill it with that talk. My whole thing is the way he was playing in his 17th year, whether he comes back or not, and I'm sure he'll come back. Will he still be at that level? Will he be a shell of himself athletically? He was doing things this year that we hadn't seen in a long time. I jokingly question if Kobe was on some kind of PEDs the way he was going down the lane, dunking on 5 people like he was 21 again. But, so I definitely don't think it's the end. He's taken a toll on his body lately. Now, this is one thing I want to ask you guys about because I've already heard people pointing blame to Mike D'Antoni. Kobe has been playing several full games lately, and in April, he's actually averaging more minutes per game than he has in in any month in his entire career. He's averaging about 45.7 minutes per game. He had played every minute of the game last night. It was a close game. He had just hit 2 back-to-back three-pointers to even have the Lakers hang around their game. Do you guys put any blame on Mike D'Antoni and how hard he's been riding his horse?
No,
throughout the last month.
No,
Not at all.
The blame lies to me, and I was being. It sounds funny, but I blame Dwight Howard because he shouldn't have to play that hard and soft power. Kobe shouldn't have to work. It's atrocious that he has to work this hard in his 17th year for the Lakers to even be competitive for the AFC. That's not to say it's not incredible. It's incredible, and as a non-Laker, so I'm a Laker hater, so I hope the franchise never wins another game ever. But being objective, he shouldn't have to work that hard for the Lakers to be competitive. So I'm not blaming D'Antoni. D'Antoni's doing what he has to do to get them in the 8th spot.
Yo, I never blame a coach when a player gets injured doing their job. I understand the whole thing with him playing that many minutes, but it's his job. His job is to play basketball, man. FOH with all that. He's playing too many minutes. He's a basketball player. And at the end of the day, you think that Kobe wasn't calling the shots anyway?
True.
I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Jimmy, the shots, the plays.
But that's my point. So this whole thing with blame D'Antoni. Yo, I blame everybody, and I blame everybody just because I'm pissed. Yo, I blame Mike Brown. Don't know why, but I'm still blaming him. Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol. I mean, but at the end of the day, he got hurt doing what he does, and it is what it is. Funny thing is, Dwight needs to step up now. I mean, Powell's back. Right. Powell's playing well. Powell had a triple-double last night. So,
see, it's interesting that you say that, Jimmy, because you look at whether or not the Lakers are done for this season. On paper, the Lakers still have a team that should be able to contend, even without Kobe Bryant.
Exactly.
But we know how they've been playing, so
Austin, he said on paper. Stop shaking your head. Yeah, he said on paper.
I definitely said on paper, and we all know they don't play the game on paper because if they did, the Lakers would already be the #1 seed going into the playoffs right now. However, let me go back to the injury just for a quick second because
Jimmy, man,
I don't really know if I can put to bed all the speculation about him playing too many minutes and that kind of stuff because I'm no expert and I don't know for sure. But I had a close family member who had an Achilles tear last year, and what the doctor told him was, if you've had a lifetime of athletics, the Achilles is just simple wear and tear, and if it's going to go, it's kind of inevitable. So it really didn't matter if he was playing 48 minutes a night, 45 minutes a night. If Kobe's Achilles was near going, it's going to go eventually anyway. Yeah, now, I don't know that for sure. That's what one doctor said. If you guys tune in to our podcast this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the War Room at warroomsports.com, you can hear Dr. Monique Roll of Alexandra Podiatry Associates give her thoughts on that, and we'll ask her that exact question and see if we can get a good answer. But as far as I
just want to say, I took my Achilles one time, and the only thing I gotta say is that ish hurt, yo. That ish hurt like hell. Right. And that's it. But.
And it doesn't, like I said, it's a wear and tear thing because it doesn't take much for it to happen. Like a lot of people tear their Achilles just making a simple move. Kobe wasn't doing much. It's not like he was jumping or anything last night when it happened. It just happened. But let's go back to how we think the team could fare because I see, B. Elston had a problem with my on-paper scenario. What do you think the Lakers can and will do now? Do you think they'll even get that 8th spot with Houston and San Antonio still on the horizon?
I think they'll get the 8th spot. I think the emotion from Kobe going down is going to draw them a little closer. They're going to get in the playoffs.
Then the
then the #1 seed is just going to lay their manhood all over the Lakers. And they're going to go out, and they're done. That's how I see it.
But you know what, for me, the worst part of this is for me, because you guys can attest, and anybody, everything we do, we record, either video or on our podcast. So anybody can really attest to the fact that, even not being a Lakers fan, I never really gave up on their chances, throughout the season. True. I thought they were going to make the playoffs. And I kind of thought, because we all know, even when you put that much talent together, sometimes it may take a while to gel. So I still had thoughts in the back of my mind of maybe some exciting playoff run. So I'm thinking if they did get in, fully strength with Kobe, I'm like, I'm not sure if the number one seed, be that Oklahoma City or San Antonio, wouldn't be a little bit nervous, playing against a team where Kobe Bryant was playing the way he was playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Now I'm kind of where you are. Like, I think there's a chance that strictly off emotion, they may be able to get in. And even if it's not emotion, strictly off Utah Jazz choking, they may be able to get in. But now I think the whole intrigue of that first round matchup.
That's a wrap, yeah.
Yo, man, keep hope alive, man. All I'm saying is Dwight Howard needs to go back to the Dwight Howard that took the Magic to the finals with Manny, Mo, and Jack in the starting lineup. And, I mean, listen, man, I still think they have a shot. I'm delusional maybe, but at the end of the day, they still have Dwight Howard. They still have Pau Gasol. They still have Metta World Peace. I just think –
on paper, the team is.
On paper, they have a team, but the thing is, Dwight needs to get back in beast mode, though. The Dwight that played for Orlando, not this new soft LA Dwight.
This roster, 4 or 5 years ago.
Not dancing on Ellen DeGeneres Dwight.
No, not that Dwight. We need nasty, dirty Dwight from Orlando that was like dominating games by himself, running up and down the floor, looking like a deer. That Dwight.
But listen, like this roster, 4 or 5 years ago, even without Kobe Bryant, would be a threat to anybody. But the way they've played this year. I don't know. Maybe they'll get it together with more opportunities with Kobe being gone. Maybe they can do something.
They got 60 more shots a game.
You know what's going to hurt them, though? The fact that they didn't play well all year, and they're going to have to go in as an 8th seed if they even get in. See, if they were playing up to their potential and maybe they were a 1 or a 2 or a 3, then maybe that team could put it together, knock a couple of the weak teams out in the West, and then take their chances with a San Antonio.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
y'all messed it up, Jim.
Now, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that, right, they can try to play hard, play well, play together, and one of those teams will be like, yo, they don't have Kobe, so they kind of like take their foot off the gas a little bit. Again, I might be delusional. I'm a Lakers fan, but
somebody from one of them teams getting an Achilles injury. That might be the only.
KD tears his ACL. We need that. Let's go.
We not wishing for that. Jimmy, he's a Laker fan. I don't know if he's serious.
Laker Nation, let's go, baby.
Just don't shoot me.
We can't.
I love KD, man. KD is.
No, shout out to KD. KD is the homie, but it is what it is, man.
Yo,
this is war, yo.
This is war.
This is war, baby.
I'm a Sixers fan, so I want everybody healthy because all I'm in it for now is entertainment.
This is Florida. I'm sorry, go ahead, B. Austin.
I was with you, Dev, because for me, it's like. Kobe being the son of Michael Jordan, and that is my official position. I believe that Mike snuck in Jelly Bean. I think that Kobe's competitive spirit would have gotten them possibly past San Antonio. If San Antonio ended up the number 1 seed, Popovich has such a healthy love and respect of Kobe. He knows what it is, and Kobe every time he sees Manu. He takes advantage of that dude. I thought that could have been a win. Now
it's all matchups. All right, man. But look, we just like I said, all of us aren't Lakers fans here. Jimmy is, but I'm gonna keep it real. I've always been a Kobe fan. I'm a fan of basketball, so I know it's a lot of y'all out there who hate the man. But if you really love basketball, I don't really see how you can do that. But
my man scored 81.
No, but shout out to the dude, man, because you don't want to see any player go out like this. And I'm talking about the season-wise, not go out because I don't really think he's going to go out like this. Any last thoughts, fellas, before we sign off?
Get well soon, Kobe.
No doubt.
Let's go Lakers, man. I still got faith, baby.
Got faith in you, Metta World Peace.
Metta World Peace got to step it up to the levels he played at when he was last with
one leg. Isn't Metta just coming back from
Remember his last game in Houston? Remember his last series in Houston when they were playing the Lakers and how Metta was playing at that point?
That was a long time ago.
That definitely was a long time ago.
Came back, yeah. He was trying to help Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Metta came back early. But at the end of the day, man, like Dev said, on paper, it's just a matter of stepping it up. Anyway, man,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Yeah,
Now we can hear you now.
we
Go
hear
ahead, Dev.
Okay. No, I was just saying. I want to remind everybody that on Thursday on our podcast, The War Room, again, we're going to have this conversation again, but we're going to have it in a more professional manner because we're going to have a podiatrist on the show, Dr. Monique Rowe from Alexandria Podiatry Associates. She's going to give us the real deal on what Kobe may be going through right now, what his recovery may be, and what his possibilities are of ever returning to the level that he played this year. So we're going to sign off with that. This has been another edition of Inside the War Room with your hosts, Dev, Jimmy, B. Austin. As usual, everybody, don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in the war against ignorance.
I see you chumps on top.
Wait, it's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.